everyone and welcome to our video series on success stories of toppers. So in our previous section we had our PCB toppers Meet and Hiral. So today we have our achiever from PCM section and he is not just an achiever, actually he is the super achiever. So it's an honor actually to have Mr. Anup Kulkarni with us. So Pratik sir, could you please introduce him?
So Anup has been one of the finest students we have come across. And talking about his academics, about his credentials, he is right now studying at IIT Delhi doing mechanical engineering. He is all India rank 1464. Okay, what more do you want? He has also got 99.83 percentile in CET. At the same time, he has scored 387 out of 415 BITSAT examination. Here he is a KVPY scholar. He has also scored 91% in 12th HSC boards. And along with that, in the school days, he has been a science Olympiad topper. He has also cleared pre-RMO. So you are a topper. So we are very thankful to have you over here, Anup Kulkarni. So are you ready with the questions?
Yes sir, sure. Bring it.
Yeah, okay, bring it on. So first question, Anup. What do you feel is the success mantra for any student preparing for JEE Advance? Is it JEE Advance is one of the most difficult examinations on this planet.
Right.
Okay, so क्या success mantra आपके हिसाब से हमारे viewers को आप दोगे?
So I feel कि JEE Advance जो exam है, so it's basically you have to first clear the JEE mains. So it is a two-stage exam, so your approach has to be the same way. So firstly comes the JEE mains exam, so wherein the paper is a bit easier in terms of the level of questions, and then comes the JEE Advanced paper, which we all know how dreaded it is. So as Indians, we are always told that IITs are such great colleges, and the same fascination was with me as well. So it always felt something that I would not be able to achieve, but going through a systematic plan, I feel that is the key to achieving your dreams. So coming to the JEE Advanced specific tips, so while studying I feel that you should emphasize more on the concept and try understanding what is the basic principle behind things, rather than just having an aim of solving, I will solve 150 questions or 200 questions in a day. So the important thing is that you should enjoy what you do.
Okay.
You should enjoy solving questions. You should enjoy why. You should try to feel the grasp that why you are solving a particular question. What is the principle underlying it? And added to that, of course, is consistency. Because as we all know, people, often very brilliant people, fail to make a mark in academics or in sports or any other field because they are not consistent. And we have many examples of people who had succeeded not because of their talent but purely because of their hard work, because of their consistency, right? So that is, I feel, is the key.
Great. So he has given us great insights.
Yes.
The first insight which I took from his answer was, one is you need to have conceptual clarity. Rather than solving 200 questions, better solve 50-70 quality questions. The second is consistency. If you are consistent in your hard work on a day-to-day basis, there is a high chance that you will succeed. And the third thing that we can all learn from him is focus on the process and enjoy the journey rather than worrying about the result. So amazing answer. Let's go on to the second question. Okay, so what does the journey towards getting an all India rank look like? Is it too hectic? Is it only about discipline, or is it purely about talent? What do you feel?
Good question. So I feel it is a bit of all those things, because there are some phases when you feel like you are doing great in academics, but on the personal front you will not get a lot of time to spend with your family or friends. So in that sense it is hectic, because a span of 2 years for, I feel that JEE Advanced is really tough. So a span of 2 years for cracking such an exam is short, and you need to use it very in a planned manner. So unless you have planned things, and that I feel is a very important aspect, that you should plan what it is, write down your plans, and then of course there are changes in your plans. So you can write a tentative plan, and then you can cross things or add new things as per what goes on. So overall the journey is a bit charged, intensive throughout the whole year, 2 years. But since I had a period of lockdown, so I think that helped me more because utilizing I utilized the time, and also I feel that you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, great. So, like I have seen him in the last 4 years evolving as a topper, right from coming as a student in personality development, a very shy character, and now achieving all India rank. So definitely it's a mixture of so many things about discipline, about consistency, about planning, organized plan of action. So let us go on to the third question. Nidhi ma'am, can you ask the third question, please?
So, Anup, this was a question from many students as well.
Yeah.
So, as you said, 2 years is a long journey. So, not every day is the same. Not every day your motivation is the same. So, sometimes you score good in a test, sometimes you don't score, and so there are ups and downs. So, how do you remain calm and focused in those 2 years? And specifically, as you mentioned, your batch also faced lockdown. So, in that period also, how do you remain more focused and disciplined during the 2 years, the long journey?
So, as I said earlier, this journey is quite intense. You have to be on your toes all the time. So, there will be tests around every week, every day, even in the last few days. So, what is important that you should not lose your cool based on certain things that happen, because as Lord Krishna has said, this too shall pass. So, everything, it's a phase, it's a period, and it shall pass. What you have to do is you have to remain calm, and I know it's not easy because even I have not been calm all the time, I agree that. But I think I tried and experimented a lot about which strategies would work, which things can help me perform better and not crack under pressure. So one of those things, I used to exercise a lot. Like I had planned time of 1 hour daily in the afternoon, in the evening, that I used to go either for cycling or I used to do heavy charged exercise, so that something apart from studies that you need to like detox. It serves as a detox. Like you need to connect away from studies. So it can be music for you, or reading a good book, or playing an instrument maybe, or dancing as well. So it depends upon you, but I strongly encourage you that you should have some hobby outside of studies that helps you to sort of detach from these studies for some time, and then when you come back, you can renew your rigor to a different level.
Yes.
This is an excellent point. As like you need to defocus to focus in a better way. So all the students who are preparing for any of the competitive exams, take out 45-50 minutes of your from your hectic schedule and do something which is totally unrelated to studies. So that which will help you get relaxed and rejuvenate yourself. So let us go on to the last question, Anup. This is a very common question. बच्चे पूछते रहते हैं कि सर कौन सी reference books पढ़े, क्या करें? तो can you suggest or recommend some books for PCM?
Yeah. So this is a very common question. Like many people ask it. But before moving on to the book section, I would like to say something that before you pick up a book, pick it up with the dedication that you will pick up the book and finish it to the last question. Many of us have this habit that chalo isne bola, let's buy this book, and you start doing the first 2 chapters and you are very enthusiastic, then you leave it in the middle. So it's not going to get you anywhere. So it's very important that any book that you pick up, you should finish it to the full, because there are many books in the market. Your teachers might suggest you many good books which I might not be able to say. So it's important that you stick to them. If you have doubts, you should get them cleared, because they say that doubts come in the exams. Because you have so many pending doubts that you fail to ask your teachers, and those are the very ones that come in the paper. So coming to the actual reference books part, there are actually many books, but for the books are actually exam oriented. For CET there are different books, for mains there are different books.
Can you suggest some JEE mains books?
Right. So for JEE
physics,
physics. So for physics overall, mains, advanced,
Yes,
at
yes.
any exam, I feel DC Pandey is a very good book.
DC Pandey.
So I know it's very big book that you will not be able to maybe solve all the questions, but try to solve as many as possible. That will help. And if you are interested in further, then Cengage is also a very good book.
Okay.
And then if you are preparing for advanced, I would suggest Irodo.
Irodo. Okay. So DC Pandey, Cengage, and Irodo is what Anup suggests. What are the books for chemistry?
Yeah. So chemistry, especially inorganic, students literally hate inorganic chemistry, because you just have to remember so much of it. But I feel that there is a different type of flavor in inorganic because here you can score marks much more easily because it's like you make or break it. So if you get marks, if you remember what the stuff is, then you get the whole marks. Otherwise, you are going in negative. So for it, NCRT or your state board book is the book, is the Bible. You have to refer it because I'm in the IIT and even the professors now are telling me that in JEE Advanced Chemistry, nothing apart from NCRT is asked.
Okay.
So this happened recently. So make sure that you do NCRTs to the core and stick to the state board books as well.
What about maths?
Maths, yeah. Maths is the toughest actually. I would say that maths is actually the toughest for JEE Advanced amongst the three subjects. Cengage is a very good book. If you solve it completely, then Cengage is a very good book. Then there is this black book. It's very famous. Just goes by the name Black Book.
Okay.
You can search for it and yeah, it's really good.
Great, great, great. So wonderful insights given by Anup Kulkarni for all the aspiring engineers as well as doctors. So thank you so much, Anup Kulkarni,
Thank you so
for
much.
taking out time and guiding all the aspiring students. And I hope you make a mark in this world. And where I see you is like you will one day become a CEO of a great company like Satya Nadella or Sundar Pichai. So that is where we see you. So all the very best
Sure, sir.
for your future endeavors. So thank you so much all the viewers and hope to see you back with one more topper. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.